You have been wasting so many years, but now you have decided to be productive and stop procrastinating. That's great. Except now you struggle with actually resting as you are desperately trying to make something every single day in order to make up for the so-called lost time. I know that doing nothing seems counterproductive, but to be creative, your mind needs some downtime because if you work all the time, hell, even during lunch you probably put on videos about how to draw or model or code or whatever. Your brain won't have time to just chill and think about stuff. Why do you think your best ideas come when you take a shower, for example? I've been learning how to draw for about 10 years now. Like all artists, I had my ups and downs, lots of downs actually. But now I'm at a place where I start liking what I make, although I'm still far from where I want to be, of course. Perfectionism and such. I'm currently a NEET, so I spend my days, including weekends, making art, videos, etc. to build some sort of portfolio, if we can call it that, and put myself on the radar. I've also started learning Blender recently, so I'm doing quite a lot as I feel like I don't have the luxury to relax until I get to a point where I have a somewhat consistent income. Problem is, we can't keep this up. If we don't rest, we will burn out, become exhausted, then become frustrated that we are not productive enough, then we become depressed and anxious, then try to brute force creating, but we can't because we are too damn tired, and just like that, we successfully manage to get into this vicious circle of constantly pushing ourselves while barely making any progress because we need some rest but refuse to. We were taught that if we don't make money off of our hobbies and interests, or anything we do really, then we are just wasting time because staring at the TV is obviously more useful than playing video games, right? Hobbies are important. They bring joy and everyone should have at least one hobby, I think. They can help you deal with, well, life in general, especially if your job is not fulfilling. Your days don't have to be miserable, we gotta have fun from time to time. Hobbies are great, but they also require focus and energy to do. For example, I was very anxious about this Persona 6 fanart because I overthink a lot, and I have also spent a substantial amount of time working on my claw video at the same time. And of course I wanted to keep going despite me having literally zero energy left. So then I realized I did indeed need a few days break. Which it did feel very awful, yes. But then I got back with a fresh mind, had fun, managed to lock in and finish the drawing. How can we rest then? Well, for one, I'm curious how you guys relax, so if you feel like sharing in the comments, I'd be grateful because I like learning new methods. As for me, I like to do several things, like comment and subscribe for more. Okay, no, sorry, okay. Back. So I like to do several things like pacing back and forth in my room or walk around the house. I usually do it when I feel stuck or overwhelmed, and pacing helps me think things through, which is a bit funny now that I think about it, because it's as if I'm trying to be productive while resting, so yeah. But it is really stimulating for the brain, and since you are also moving your body, it's good for calming down if you find yourself being frustrated and anxious. Everyone should exercise, of course, but when you need little breaks between tasks, pacing is cool. You're really not going to like this, but staring at the wall or looking out your window, watching people and birds go by is also quite good. If that sounds boring, that's because it is. That's kinda the point. I feel like being bored has a sort of negative connotation, as in, there's nothing to do. But no, zoning out is great for both the brain and creativity. The goal is to let your mind wander. I know that depending on your mental health, it feels good to distract yourself because it prevents unwanted thoughts from entering your mind, but you are also preventing your brain from coming up for air. I always get my best ideas when I don't do anything in particular. And for an early boost in the morning, it's nice to start the day by spending about 20 minutes or so without looking at any phone or PC screen. Nothing. Don't worry, you can do it. If possible, you can also spend this time outside the house before getting to your tasks. Natural light is great for waking up and lifting your spirits to prepare you for the day ahead. I only started doing this recently and I was quite shocked how well this worked. I know the things I've said aren't anything new really. I wasn't trying to reinvent the wheel anyway, it's just that this topic popped into my mind as I realized how hard it is for me to relax. So I thought I'd shed my thoughts on it and encourage you to do nothing every once in a while. You need to rest and sleep well, you owe it to yourself. Happy relax time. I didn't even mention the horribly hot summer this year. Heat is tiring. We will blame it on summer. Bye bye.